Good morning, Intro. Just checking in with you guys because you are starting a brand new unit. Well, you started on Thursday, but you're going to be continuing with a brand new unit. And I just wanted to explain a little bit since we're not in class. Sometimes that can be a little bit confusing, but just like in class, you will have benchmarks that you need to meet during each class day. So Thursday, your benchmark was to complete your shopping spree. Today, your benchmark is to complete just like your foundational information, meaning that you're going to look over the PowerPoint that I would normally give to you in class. So that's called Perspective Drawing PDF. You're going to look, so not a PowerPoint, sorry, a PDF. But you're going to look through that PDF and you're going to make sure that you understand the information on it. You're also going to copy the vocab terms that are available on slide 3. And then like the terms are listed on slide 3, but then you'll have to go through the PDF to find the definitions. It's pretty essential and crucial that you understand like the basic information for perspective, for 1 point perspective. So let me talk about that really quickly. 1 point perspective, it is part of our normal curriculum for Intro. And so this project that we're doing is e-learning. It's not like a time filler. It is actually something that we would be doing if we were in class, just maybe at like on a bigger page or something. But you guys are, you can do the same work at home. So don't think that this is like just busy work. Definitely this is going to be a project grade in the end. All of these smaller grades, these little like benchmarks are classwork grades because they should be done during class time. So perspective, let's talk about that. You guys just finished up your value drawings, which value makes things look 3D. As you figured out, it makes things look realistic because our world exists in values or in shades, highlights, and shadows. And so another way to make your work look three-dimensional, and especially when we're talking about space, we can give the illusion of three-dimensional space through our use of perspective drawing. And there's multiple kinds of perspective drawing. There's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, even 4 point perspective. This is a practice that is used a lot by architects and engineers. So if you have any interest in like drafting, that kind of thing, that would definitely be something, in your future, this would be a project to really focus on. So for this project, there's some requirements. First of all, you must use the ruler that I gave you at the beginning of the semester, or a ruler just in general. If you lost this one, you need to go purchase one. Using a ruler is the only way, like using straight lines for perspective. You can't draw in correct perspective without accuracy. And so it's pretty important that you are meticulous and you are careful with your straight lines and making sure that they go back to the vanishing point or that they're horizontal or vertical. There's only 3 main kinds of lines when you're drawing in perspective: horizontal, vertical, and orthogonal. And so I'll give you another video later with a demo that kind of highlights that. And you definitely need that ruler in order to get the accurate perspective. So if you don't have that, please go purchase it. You will not be able to pass this project without using a ruler or a straight edge. And then, let's see, with perspective drawing, you should probably use a mechanical pencil. Like that's probably a little bit better because you can just get a little more precision and accuracy sometimes with that, with the really skinny and like skinny end to the mechanical pencil. And then make sure that you're using, the paper that the sub gave you. If you were absent when the sub gave the large papers, I'm trying to think of the size of the papers. I think it was like 9 by 12. If you were absent when those were given, no, it was bigger, 12 by 17, 12 by 18. Then please make sure that you use the largest paper that you have, no smaller than 8.5 by 11. So if you weren't there to get the paper from the sub, then no smaller than 8.5 by 11. For today, you are going to copy down the terms, as I mentioned, and also the definitions. Make sure that you're including those and then taking a picture of them so that I can see that you have the base information. I also encourage you to look over your rubric, definitely look at your project description. Today's the day to try and get an idea of where you're headed, and then you'll be ready to begin next week. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, enjoy the time off, and I look forward to seeing you.